Masai Ujiri may have snaked DeRozan, but as we know, it's a business, and players and GMs, they're starting to realize that more and more these days. Today we're discussing how good the Raptors are after the Kawhi trade, Spurs side of things tomorrow.
Leonard in the paint. Oh! Kawhi says, get out of here!
Matthew Mrak gets the shout out, who says Bronny Jr. can be an all-star and he'll play like Kyrie. I said he could play like Drew Holiday. His handle just can't ever get to Kyrie's level, in my opinion, but I appreciate the comment. For a shout-out next vid, stay tuned for today's question and leave your take down below. The Raptors have received a ton of hate for the Kawhi acquisition across the media, with seemingly everyone saying they backstabbed DeRozan or they only get Kawhi on a one-year rental. It's not worth it. And after DeRozan's Instagram posts, he had another one today actually, he's gotten the support of his peers around the league, and to me, it's the most respect I've ever seen him get from NBA fans in the YouTube comment section, and just America in general. But being a Raptors fan almost all my life, I would know he never got Americans' respect, and rightfully so, honestly. He wasn't himself in every single playoffs he played here. I was a massive DeRozan fan, but the bottom line is, star players historically step up their games in the playoffs. He didn't, and the lack of playoff success is due to him. Dwayne Casey didn't execute as a coach. DeRozan didn't execute as a number one option. But DeMar, thank you for everything, because without you, I may not even be a basketball fan anymore. You meant more to this city than any player we've ever had. You made being a Raptor cool, so much appreciated. But the Raptors made the right move because, first of all, I think Kawhi is the perfect fit with the city and with the roster. And second of all, if I'm wrong about that, which is a possibility because sometimes I think with my heart and not my brain, but if Kawhi leaves, it's still the right move because with a ton of space to work with, a rebuild could begin seamlessly. Raps fans, it really comes down to whether you want to run it back for what seems to be the 10th straight year with all these playoff disappointments, or do you want to go all in at contending this year and finally take a risk? And Masai took the risk, and the Raptors have debatably a top 3 player when healthy. Now it's on Masai Ujiri, the fans, and Drake to convince Kawhi to stay long-term. But here's the thing. The Raptors kept all of their good young players in Siakam, Anunoby, Fred VanVleet, not to mention 25-year-old up-and-coming point guard Delon Wright. Poeltl was the worst of their young talent, and Kawhi, Lowry, Valanciunas are surrounded by a deep group. Ibaka will hopefully be better, but he's regressed a ton over the last few years. Given all that, can they contend with Boston and Philadelphia? I expect Anunoby entering his second year and Siakam entering his third to elevate their play. I think these two will have a big impact on their success. Then there's the factors of Kawhi's health and Kyle Lowry. Kawhi seems like he wants to prove to people that he's back because he's going to play at Team USA's training camp. I'm predicting he returns to form. Lowry is then the man you need to shoot and provide offense as a second option. That's the biggest question for me, and I'm concerned about it as Kyle turns 33 in March. Competing with Philadelphia will be a tough task, but I think as an overall roster, they could beat them. But with Boston, I hesitate to say they can beat Kyrie and his all-star wing guys. Boston, for now, is still the East favorite in my opinion. But as a Raptors fan, we gotta be happy with this trade. I think Kawhi is the best player in the East, and our GM took the right risk. Another year of mediocrity just isn't acceptable. Our core was aging already. We still have our top young guys and the best two-way player in basketball. Stop saying fire Masai. But enough of my takes. Today's question is, what is your prediction for Toronto Kawhi? It'll be fun to look back at these answers as we get further into next season. The best answer gets a shout out next video. Spurs side of things tomorrow. Subscribe for Hoops Talk all summer long. Thank you so much for watching.